Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Last day of November the 30th, 2023. And this video is going to be a little bit of a rant, but also super important for you eBay sellers. Please pay attention. So yesterday, posted a video about eBay's new policy called the bad buyer experience. If you missed it, I'll link it down in the description box below. What we found out is that was posted on a website called eBay export.ebay.com, which is for international sellers. And I spoke to several people who sent me the copy of the message they got in their eBay inbox, and all of them were international sellers. Not one US seller has told me they got that message that the new bad buyer experience metrics was in their inbox for a US seller. I reached out to an executive at eBay who I've known for a long time, who has worked at eBay for like 25 some odd years. And as far as everyone understands, this is an international seller metric system only. Will it become a US one? That is possible. Right now, that metric system is set to go into place in 11 days on December the 11th. Basically what it is, it starts grading sellers based on buyers' experiences, negative and neutral feedbacks, low DSR ratings like 1 star in your communication. Things like that will come into play, and then if a seller has a ton of bad buyer experiences, they can be penalized or suspended, etc. So that is what that is. But right now, as of today, November the 30th, it is only international sellers. Not one person from the US has said it is for the US. Now, I've been told by some of my viewers and messages and inboxes that they saw on YouTube or they saw on TikTok or Instagram that somebody had told them it was for the US, or that they thought it was for the US. I've heard people telling me that people called eBay representatives who told them. I don't know who's posting this content on YouTube or social media. I don't get a lot of time to watch a ton of social media or YouTube. I'm working, I'm busy, I make my own content, I put it up, I don't go searching the internet for a ton of other stuff. But regardless, if an eBay representative told somebody that it's for the US, chances are they either misunderstood and they were saying that it was for the international and they didn't understand one way or the other, either the person who called or the person who got that message or gave that message, the eBay representative might have been confused. Or they misspoke just talking out of their butt, the representative, that is, the eBay representative just said whatever they wanted to say, because this wouldn't be the first or 10,000th time that an eBay representative gave us bad information, right? So if you're listening to an eBay representative, I don't know who did call or didn't call, I have no idea, but if you called an eBay representative and you asked them this question, chances are if they're making 12 bucks an hour, 15 bucks an hour, or even 20 bucks an hour, they probably have no idea what you're talking about. They just said whatever they said. Very, very unlikely that they have a clue, and even if they did, they misspoke, because everything right now between the export.ebay site and all this stuff points to it being United States, not United States, excuse me, international only, not in the United States. So that's where we are with this. And let me say this on the back end of that. That aside, it may become US metrics. And if it does, we'll address it at the point that it becomes a US metric. Right now it's not, so I'm not worried about it. But as a seller, as a business owner, as a provider of a product or a service, you should not worry about the negative effects of negative metrics. Now, hear me out here, because some of you are going to jump right away to the comments. You should not worry about it if you're providing a good product or service. You should be able to stay above whatever those metrics are. Now, I absolutely agree, and I know that there are really crappy buyers who will falsely claim negative or neutral on your account, falsely give you a low DSR, falsely open a claim. This happens a lot. It happens all the time, and we know that. But when you break it down in the grand scheme of things, like me selling thousands of items this year, or you selling hundreds of items this year, 20 items a month, or whatever it is, all your positives should be able to outweigh one douchebag who gives you a negative, right? It should always work that way. And eBay should provide us with a way to appeal this in the event that we do get a false negative or a false this or a false that. And I imagine they would. Everything that I read said that they would give it. Item not received doesn't count. If you are a business that stands behind your product and does things the right way and describes things and photographs things accurately, 99% of the time things should go smoothly. And if there is somebody who's being a jerk, it should be outweighed by the 99%, and you should be above those metrics. If for any reason you started falling under those metrics, or a lot of people started falling under those metrics, I would be the first one on the picket line telling eBay that their system is screwed up and to fix it, which Could happen. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I don't know. We'd have to wait and see if it comes to the US. That is something which I want to add to the end of this rant video that I want to talk about for just a second. I was notified early last week and now this week that one of my competitors in my business, my listing service, ProEcommercelister, we create listings for you. You upload your photos, we make all your drafts and do the listing work for you. We had a competitor, I'm not going to get into names or details, but apparently they ceased operating this week. Due to not being profitable or not making enough profit or not being able to cover the expenses. I don't remember the exact wording. But we were told from some other sources and some other customers who were former clients that the customer service wasn't there and that the pricing didn't make sense and that my pricing and my customer service is far and above anything else that they have ever seen. That's their words, not mine. And I am proud of that for one, but also want to say that if you stand behind your services and your product and your money and your pricing and everything that goes into a business, you will stand out from the crowd and you will be the one still standing after other companies don't make it. And that's why, you know, people have always said, oh, this and that and this and that. Yet at the end of the day, who is still standing, who is still there, and what company is still operating? And so I don't know of any other companies that do what we do. I'm not saying what we do is rocket science, but we did figure out a system that allows us to create listings for other sellers and do this work effectively, quickly, and affordably without sacrificing our clients' experience and our clients' bad buyer experience, good buyer experience for profit. So if you've never given anyone a chance to do listings for you, please consider it. We do your titles, your descriptions, your conditions, your item-specific required, some of your recommendeds. We do your handling time, your return policies, your shipping policy. If you include a weight and a dimension in the pictures, either of your scale or on a note card, we can handle all of that just from your photos. We have a website, we have a mobile app. You can use either, upload from your phone, upload from your computer. We will take care of everything for you except the pricing. We are working on a beta pricing where we can do pricing for you in the future. We're working on that for 2024, but right now we don't do the pricing. So our prices are way cheaper than what other services I've seen offered and very, very affordable from $1.50 on down to low dollars per listings. Our credits never expire. You can use them anytime. There's no monthly subscription, no minimum requirement. Buy your credits, use them as you wish, and when you're out, get more credits. So customer service team available 7 days a week. We work around the clock just about. And yeah, I think that covers everything. So bottom line, end of rant, end of video is if you stand behind your product, you stand behind your service, stand behind everything that you do, these metric systems that people like eBay and Amazon come out with should not affect you tremendously. And if they do, I will be there with you guys on the front lines picketing and telling eBay that they have to change it, fix it, or get rid of it. But we don't know until it comes out. And what we also don't know is it going to stay international only or come to the US? Right now, it is international only. Anybody who tells you differently that this is affecting the US is speaking on rumors or speaking for the future because A, we don't know 110%. My executive hasn't gotten back to me confirmed just yet. I've reached out to him all day yesterday and today. And also everything else, every piece of evidence that's actually in writing goes to international, not just what some eBay rep said on the phone. So I don't know who's posting that. I don't know what they're saying, but right now it would just be speculation until we get any further confirmation, at which point I will let all of you know. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching November 30th. Let's go into December, make it a great month. Hit that like button, guys. Like the channel, like the video. Appreciate it. It helps the eBay algorithm, and it means a lot to me. And if you could subscribe to the channel so you stick around for future videos, that would be awesome as well. Enjoy your evening, and I will see everyone next time.